the Hammer Down Racing Report. And now your hosts, Scott Hammer and Ron Miller.
Welcome, race fans, to the half episode of Hammer Down Race Report.
This is just a continuation of last week, so
yeah,
it's not
or
really
in a pre-game for Saturday show.
It's just a tease for Saturday.
We'll go with
sort
that.
of an advertisement. Yeah,
show number 299.5.
That's us.
Coming at you live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter from the John Young Racing for First Responders, Dave Kemmer's studio. Got to mention we were number 192 on the Apple Podcast charts in Australia. I was very bummed. I saw that they're going to, Google is going to end their Google Podcast app. Yeah, which is how I listen to my podcasts.
Then what?
Well, there's like a million other ones.
Absolutely.
I know. I'll have to
Spotify.
Yeah, I'll have to pull the trigger on something. So, as we mentioned, show number 300, if you haven't heard by now, that is, I can't believe we got that far.
It's a big deal.
We're going to do that Saturday at Oakshade at 3 o'clock. And we'll be in the pits by the pit barn in front of where the fuel truck parks. So right there in the kind of the corner there. So come out and see us. Even you don't need a pit pass to come and see us because
you're going to get thrown out about 4 o'clock.
Everybody can be in the pits until 4:15 actually.
Okay.
And then after 4:15 you need a pit pass. But you don't before that. You do need like a general admission ticket or a pit pass. Either way, you get in and
probably sneak in the back gate, and we won't tell anybody if you want to be part of the show.
So come and see us again 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon. Big final night of racing at Oakshade, as a matter of fact. Got to plug our sponsors.
Is Dean Henry bringing any pizza for us?
I haven't talked to Dean about that. I highly doubt it. Seeing as how that's even further than here, the Toledo area.
We would really like to have Dean Henry at our 300th anniversary show.
Absolutely. Speaking of Dean, we'll be giving away some Big D's Pizza tonight because our How Many kind of has to do with our show on Saturday. So we'll let you know what that question is and figure out who our winner was from last week's How Many as well. First, got to mention our sponsors. Make sure you have Dominator Race products on your car, probably your race car. I guess you could put it on your street car. Just slap some fenders on top of the fenders. Why not?
Yeah.
Ultimate Body Panels are in stock. All late model and mod panels are available. They got hoods, they got fillers, they got doors, they got quarters. Order direct from DominatorRaceProducts.com or give them a call at 419-923-6970. And make sure you tell them that the Hammer Down Racing Report sent you. Dominator Race Products also available from your local reputable race shops as well. Pretty much all of them. And also, Kester's Haunted Woods open every Friday and Saturday starting last weekend. It's an experience that'll haunt your dreams. That's what I'm told.
Really?
Yeah, I guess it...
They'll have fright mirrors?
Maybe, yes. They got some radio going on, too. I heard their commercial before it aired. I think it started on Monday or Tuesday.
Ooh.
Yeah, so pretty cool stuff there.
What station do you listen to?
It was emailed to me from a coworker at the radio station because I don't listen to the station that it was on. 92.5 is the the top 40 station there. Where was I? Oh, Kester's Haunted Woods, located at 2513 US 20A, also known as State Route 2. It's State Route 2 to me, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know why but officially the address is US 20A, right there in Swanton. It's just on the west side of Swanton, between Delta and Swanton.
Okay.
And ticket sales, they start at 7 o'clock, and the last ticket will be sold at 11 o'clock each night. Admission is $22. They do have specials going on, though. I saw last weekend, I think they had something, if you share their Facebook post, you get $2 off.
Really?
You just show it on your phone. That was for last weekend, but I'm thinking they may have some more specials like that going on. So make sure to follow them on their Facebook page, which is Kester's 'Tis the Season. Is where T-I-S, the season. Yes, it's because they do Christmas trees as well.
Right.
They have, the admission includes a hayride, corn maze, and, of course, the Haunted Woods. Food also available there. That's, I'm excited. I'm going to go after race season because I'm kind of busy the next couple weekends. But after that, because they're open through the end of October.
Ooh.
And I like those kind of things.
We're going to be bored here in just a little while.
I don't know about you, but it might be a refreshing break for some people.
Yeah.
Contact Freeze Frame Photos for all your racing photo needs, from action shots to victory lane, custom magnets, canned koozies, tumblers, freeze frames, kids night. They've been doing that, giving away tons of 4x6 photos for free to the first 50 kids through the gates, thanks to all the sponsors that have been supporting Freeze Frame for that. But season's winding down. Time to get your orders in for the 2024 calendars. They make great Christmas gifts. You can choose all the photos you want for each month in that calendar. Just give Charlie a call, 419-476-9978. Freeze Frame Photos, special moments, frozen in time. Also got to mention Ron Miller Race Cars, DCR Graphics, and Oakshade Raceway. And we appreciate all of our sponsors that have helped us reach the 300 show mark.
And we will continue
almost Saturday.
And we'll continue all through the winter.
Technically, we actually have well over 300 as far as little blips we've put out.
Oh, yeah.
There's I'd have to look at our Spreaker account. But
we were talking about that the other day.
But official episodes.
We were talking about that the other day, Scott. The Motorsports Talk Show kind of preceded this, and you were part of that for a while. So
yeah, I was trying to look up because and remember that was like one of the first times Denny Hamlin was interviewed back before he was Mr. Persona non grata.
Yeah,
because he's I'm too good for you guys. I beat all your favorite drivers. Because I wanted to see how much his attitude had changed. But unfortunately, when I titled all of those podcasts I uploaded, I just titled them by the dates, I think, or the episode numbers. So I'd have to listen to them all to find out which they were. That was back before we knew how to properly podcast, because that was more of a radio show anyways. It
was. And even before that, on Seaway Radio, we were live on there for a couple of years. So
I wasn't. That was before me.
Yeah, you were still in grade school.
I was probably, yeah. Oh well,
good times.
Let's do a quick racing roundup of action from last weekend, so we don't have to do that on Saturday.
Racing roundup.
So last weekend, Oakshade Raceway in action. Casey Noonan picking up another late model feature win. Josh Corkwell picking up his very first sportsman feature win. Jarrett Rendell won the Dominator Superstock A-Main. That was you missed out on a lot of wrecked cars in that one. Carter Murday, back, he was doing double duty, driving his late model, because he won the late model feature the week before.
Sure.
He won the compact A-Main.
Really?
Driving Eric Carr's compact. The second, how he's got a lot of championships, Eric Carr.
Yeah, a lot in a row.
Dylan Burt won the Dominator Superstock B-Main. Joe Carr picked up the compact B-Main at Oakshade Fremont Saturday night. Cap Henry, he got it done.
What a surprise.
Yeah, Cap Henry picking up the win there in the 410 feature, and he got the track championship. I know when we talked to him a couple weeks ago, he had the AFCS 410 championship pretty much locked up. He had the Attica championship locked up. Wasn't so sure about the Fremont thing, but he's got the trifecta.
He went into the feature race tied for the lead.
That's not a lot of pressure there. And he came out with the win. So congratulations, Cap Henry, for picking up his, I believe it was his first Fremont track championship.
Could be.
Paul Weaver won his 7th 305 feature of the year, and it was his 5th track championship.
What a surprise there.
Keith Sorg won the dirt truck feature for the second week in a row, I do believe. Yeah. And Corey McCoy, one of our newest Hammer Down Army racers, picked up the championship, earned his first dirt truck championship there.
He had a good season.
He was pretty excited about that. We'll talk more about Corey here in just a bit, because he's the one promoting that big event this weekend at Oakshade that
the one next week
at Fremont.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Big deal.
Toledo Speedway was in action. Was that last weekend? Or did I just forget to delete that? No, that's old. Never mind. Somebody forgot to delete that off of his. Eldora Speedway, Chris Windham picking up the win in the USAC Midgets because of Four Crown Nationals. Big weekend there. Rico Abreu winning the World of Outlaw NOS Energy Drink Sprints. Logan Seavey joins Jack Hewitt and Kyle Larson as the only drivers to sweep the USAC Four Crown Nationals as he won the USAC NAS Energy Drink Midgets, National Sprint Cars, and the USAC Silver Crown feature. All three USAC classes.
Yeah.
The All-Star feature, All-Star Circuit Champions, that was won by Zeb Wise. And he wrapped up the All-Star Circuit of Champions championship. Champion. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's the champion of those champions. So congratulations to Zeb Wise there. World of Outlaw NAS Energy Drink Sprint Cars action on Saturday night. They went to Sharon Speedway. Brad Sweet picking up the win there. Lucas Oil Dirt Late Model Series, Brownstown Speedway, Friday and Saturday. Friday for the C.J. Rayburn Memorial, it was Mike Marlar picking up the win, and Saturday, Ricky Thornton Jr. winning the Jackson 100. NASCAR Action Xfinity Series on Saturday, it was John Hunter Nemechek winning the Andes Frozen Custard 300 at Texas Motor Speedway, and William Byron won the Sunday race, the Cup Series race at Texas. Also, that is win number 300 for Hendrick Motorsports. 300 is a
what a
common
coincidence.
number.
Yeah.
Other notes, Montpelier Motor Speedway was in action. They had a 2-day Friday and Saturday late model show. Rusty Schlenk sweeping both of those.
Really?
So he got a couple trophies down there. High Limit Sprint Car Series in action Tuesday. David Gravel won the Commonwealth Clash at Lernerville. I actually watched that one.
Really?
Watched the feature at least, and it was pretty entertaining. It was a very fast track, we'll say that. I thought Kyle Larson was going to go over. He was leading and kind of bicycled coming off of one of the corners and drove off the edge of the backstretch coming off of 2.
Fremont Speedway last Saturday, a lot of wheel stands, a lot of drive in the racetrack, and wheelies all over the place.
What else we got? We got Castrol Flow Racing Night in America last night. Bobby Pierce picking up the win there at Tyler County. Guess how many wins Bobby Pierce has this year overall?
How many?
31.
Wow.
That was his 31st win last night.
Wow.
And our Hammer Down Army results, Kurt Dickey finishing 6th in the Superstock A-Main on Saturday night at Oakshade. John Young finishing 9th in the Superstock A-Main.
Congratulations there.
Bolton Colton Cox picked up a win in his cart up at Palmyra. I believe they had a open, like an outlaw show,
Right.
kind of run what you brung, and they brung it.
Enough.
They brung it. Yeah, they did. Dale Cole Jr. finished 17th in the late model feature. Gary Cole finishing 19th. No report from Karen Van Pelt. Dave Gumby Jr., I didn't see where he finished.
I think he struggled his way back up to 7th.
Okay, we'll go with that. Grayson and Del Warner were off this past weekend. Corey McCoy finishing 3rd in the truck feature there. That was good enough to win the championship at Fremont. Ryder Price, our newest, also
Right.
another new member there. He finished 14th in the late model feature. And the Hammer Down house car, my car, finished 7th after getting a little bent up.
Your car finished 7th?
Yes.
Where were you?
I don't know. I was behind it.
I see.
I was pushing it there. It spent some time at Ron Miller Race Cars this week. Give Ron a call, 734-856-7223 for race cars,
you've been
parts, safety
collecting
equipment.
frequent flyer points there. Ron Miller Race Cars.
I've been, the 4 front end's been getting beat up, hasn't it? People keep spinning in front of me.
Yeah, but it looks pretty good.
The front end does now.
Yeah.
We'll wait till I put the bodywork back on it.
Oh, you haven't done any of that? Wow, that was a couple hours ago, dude.
I was a little busy. Okay. But give Ron a call. He'll fix your car, whatever. Break it, take it up there. You had a couple cars to work on, a couple of super stocks.
We did.
You had
Gary
DeMose, Alex
car.
Krall,
Alex
driver.
Krall, yep.
That car, you said, had some major issues underneath of it.
Yeah, it had some frame damage there, and we got your car done. We got Dave Gumby's truck done.
And now it's open, so give Ron a call.
Oh, please don't.
734-856-7223. Oakshade Raceway, where the fastest meet to race. This is the final weekend for racing. It's the topless night. Late models will be topless. The sportsmen and superstocks / trucks have the option of going topless. The trucks would look weird topless, I'm thinking.
I think.
But, that's compacts will also be in action. There is they have to have their tops on.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah,
It's also
because
the
the compacts, the roof is really,
part of the car.
it's an integral part of the car, absolutely.
It's also the Showdown Series, and there is a new rule clarification for the stock cars. Corey emailed me last night. The rear cover must be a minimum of 14 inches. I believe that's height from top to bottom.
Right.
And it has to go all the way from left to right of the rear end without any holes in it.
And
so no open rear ends, basically.
Right. And I understand that the 2x3 frame rail is...
He's omitting that rule.
It's not there.
That rule is not going to be enforced for this weekend, if it's enforced ever. But for Corey's thing, it's not going to be enforced. Again, this final weekend of racing at Oakshade, 1,200 to win for the Showdown Series. That's the Super Stocks versus the Dirt Trucks, plus the Sandusky stock cars. You got, what else is going on? The factory stocks. I know at least one's going to be there from Toledo Speedway. The Dirt Track Truck Series, those 4-cylinder trucks, they're going to be illegal to run too. So it could be interesting to see who shows up and what kind of an event we have there.
Racers, if you're looking for a free pit pass for the Fremont race, go to Corey McCoy's Facebook page and enter a picture of your race car. And if you get the most votes, you'll get a free pit pass to that
Corey's
race.
going to give you a free pit pass, yeah. And here is the current tote board, which hasn't changed. It's still 1,200 to win at Oakshade, and then the following Friday at Fremont, it's 2,100 to win for the Showdown Series.
Which is almost like 1,200 if you're dyslexic.
Yes, almost. But Corey is still taking. There's also some bonuses. What was there? There's $100 for the highest finishing truck and $100 for the highest finishing
there's
stock.
some spiffs on.
So there's some other spiffs.
There's a hard luck award.
Yeah, and if there's something that your business wants to contribute to that, get a hold of Corey McCoy. He's taking any sponsorships up until noon on race day, I believe it was. I think that's what
at both tracks.
At both tracks, yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to...
So there's still time
right,
if you haven't gotten in.
If you want to donate to Oakshade up till noon on this Saturday, and same deal at Fremont.
And if you don't know how to get a hold of Corey, get a hold of Ron or myself, and we'll get you in touch with him.
That's it.
So there you go. Final sponsor here, DCR Graphics, locally owned and operated. They do full rats, banners, stickers, die casts. Like this one right here. See? The Hammer Down Racing Report car. It's a late model. It's a super stock and a late model. He does custom stuff like that. He does all kinds of cool stuff. Stickers, whatever. He can come up with the designs. If you don't have the design, he'll do the design for you. Give him a call at 419-308-9523, or you can text Dale there, whatever. You check him out on Facebook, facebook.com/DCR Graphics, and you can get those. We're not giving away any of those Hammer Down Racing Report window stickers tonight, but we will be giving them away Saturday at our live broadcast.
Because tonight isn't really a show.
Yeah, it's not really a show. We're not really here. This is just a figment of your imagination. But he's going to have some cool stickers, I believe, we're going to give away on Saturday as well, with some of with the Hammer Down Army racers on there too.
Ooh.
It's a pretty cool graphic. Did I show you a picture of that?
No.
No, I'll show you after.
I'm on a need-to-know basis, and apparently I don't need to know.
So if you have one of these, or you want one of these Hammer Down Racing Report stickers that you don't win, you can always get one. They're just $5. Just get a hold of Dale. He will mail it to you, or he'll meet you at the track, whatever. And if you slap it on your car, take a picture, send it to me, tag us on Facebook, whatever. You'll be part of the Hammer Down Racing Army just like that. And we'll report on your results each week, as long as you give it to us. Hammer Down Hotline is, we have a message about Millstream, but we'll talk about that on Saturday.
Okay.
On the 300 show. But in addition to, because last week, if you missed that, was officially announced Millstream Speedway had been sold, and they're working on the track again. I know it's people are like, oh, we've heard that before.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are excited, which is good, and I'm cautiously excited as well.
These folks have money in the deal, so they're motivated to get it open,
and they're working on it now.
Right.
Which, for next year, I'm assuming at this point, because I don't think they're going to get anything this year. But
looking at the track, I've got to believe they've run some laps.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm sure they have. But call the Hammer Down Hotline. Let us know what you think of the Millstream deal. We'll still want to know about that. 419-318-3081. Wait till after the show, then you can call just do it before Saturday morning, because I'm not going to have time to pull them off if you wait until Saturday morning to do it. But also, let us know what your favorite moments from the Hammer Down Racing Report have been over the years. Mine's still the hat guy when
Kenny Wallace.
Kenny Wallace, still yours. Okay.
Kenny Wallace show. We ought to play that one when we sign off today.
Well, I don't have that ready, but
I know.
419-318-3081. Let us know what your favorite moments have been from the over the years of the Hammer Down Racing Report, and maybe we'll have a clip show or something at some point.
Yeah,
and feature some of those. So let's take care of some business before we get out of here. We have our how many, and we're going to be giving away some Big D's pizza. So it's right.
How many?
So this week's how many?
What was last week's how many? We don't even have that.
Oh yeah, we should do that. Last week's how many was how many World of Outlaws were going to be at Eldora on Friday night, part of the Four Crown Nationals. 47.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a big number.
That was a big number. It was more than we both chose.
Yeah.
You picked 33. I said 34 just because I thought it was going to be more than 33. So, yeah. Our winner, Matt Swander.
Really?
He guessed 44.
Ooh,
he was closest to the 47.
Good job, Matt.
So congratulations to Matt. This week, you have 30 days to claim your pizza. If you want to donate it to first responders, let me know, and I will pass that along. Because that's a long drive for Matt coming from Indiana, going to Clyde there.
But it's worth it.
Oh, heck yeah, it is. Heck yeah. This week's how many? And a chance to win a Big D's pizza is right here. How many drivers are we going to interview on Saturday? Because we're going to be snagging drivers as they're walking through the pits.
Sure.
Assuming they get there early, because gates are opening an hour earlier than normal at Oakshade. So hopefully
let's clarify this. Does that include Ron Miller talking to Scott Hammer and Scott Hammer interviewing Ron Miller?
It could.
It could.
It could. I don't know.
We'll have to see.
I like to make up the rules as I go.
That's it.
We'll say yes. We'll say yes.
Okay.
So two is the minimum.
All right.
But get your guess in. You have until, we'll say right until 3 o'clock.
Sure.
That's going to make it hard to determine the winner. No, I guess it won't, because we don't have to determine the winner until next Thursday. Because we're not determining the winner. Because we won't know how many we interview at 3 o'clock, will we? Because we'll just be starting. So you have until 3 o'clock on Saturday to get the guess in, and I will upload this as a half episode to our podcast, so that if you listen, our regular podcast listeners will be able to get in on this. If you are not listening to us live, find us on our Facebook page. Just go to this Facebook Live or the YouTube Live and put your guess in. Just put a number in, and you'll be entered to win that Big D's pizza. As to how many drivers are we going to interview. And just to put things in context, we plan to go for at least an hour, probably an hour and 15, maybe an hour and a half. But hour and 15 is kind of be our cutoff, because we got to get ready to go racing. And there's a lot of stuff going on that night. So however many drivers we can squeeze in there. And they'll be granted, we're going to be grabbing them as they're coming in and getting ready as well. So we'll probably just have a couple questions for each driver. We'll just have them on for a couple, maybe a minute or two.
Right.
So we can get to as many as possible.
If they make a mistake.
So if you ever wanted to be on the Hammer Down Racing Report and you're a racer and you're listening to us, come out, hang out by. We'll grab you, and we'll have all the mics set up.
Probably don't even have to have your race car there Saturday, just as long as
if you're a driver, that counts.
We want to talk.
But you don't have to be a driver to be on the show. But I'm just saying, for the how many, it's how many drivers are we going to interview.
Right.
Now, if we interview Chrissy or a crew chief or somebody, then that won't count towards the how many number.
So it's somebody that has raced in the last 10 years.
Okay, that seems good. I'm not going to get too technical on it.
That's it.
Because I'm not going to do history. Like, was it 10 years ago this guy raced?
We don't care.
Shane Yoder, would he count?
Well, yeah, because he went out and ran some hot laps last year.
Okay.
That makes him a racer.
Chris Patterson?
Oh, absolutely.
But has he raced in the past 10 years?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, then.
He's Chris Patterson.
He's Chris Patterson. Not that he's going to be there, but that would be cool if he was.
You bet.
I think Jerry may even be showing up.
Really?
Yeah.
And he's a racer.
He is. So there you go. Let's swap over, see how many. I've been stalling long enough here. Should get that Dale guy from DCI. Yeah, we'll probably get Dale on. He's a racer, too. And sponsored. Rob Price is 25. 25. That seems optimistic.
Yeah.
Optimistic. Kurt Dickey. I like Kurt. Kurt's usually right in there, isn't he? Nancy's going to be pretty optimistic, too. I'm going to go with Kurt's number 13 since I got to pick first here.
13, really?
Yeah. I'm going with 13.
Boy.
Drivers. How many did we talk to at the Bowling Green show?
Probably a dozen.
Yeah, and that took like an hour and a half. But we'd kind of sat down with them and talked to them for a while.
No time constraint.
That's true.
We're
yeah.
up against a green flag here.
Yes. So 13 is my number.
I'm going 14.
You're going, I figured you'd either go one up or one down.
Oh, absolutely. Well, it'd be easy to go one down because I could stall as long as we needed.
Well, that's true.
I can keep on coming up with answers or questions.
All right. Well, there you go. Once you get your guess in, you're locked in. And if you haven't put your guess in, you have until 3 o'clock Saturday. So if you're listening to it on Friday on the podcast, go ahead and find our Facebook Live or the YouTube Live and put your guess in the comments.
So racers, make sure you show up a little bit early Saturday. We want to talk.
Yeah, we want to get up to that 25 number that Rob has.
That'd be cool.
That would be. I'll be tired as hell then. Like then I got to race and announce now. That's a busy night. So let's check out our Big D's Pizza racing menu and get out of here. You got a Lions game to get to, don't you?
I do.
To watch on TV. And you have an appointment with the TV.
That's it.
I'm guessing.
Watch the Tigers sweep their 4-game series.
Are they in the playoffs yet? I don't follow baseball.
No, I don't think so, but they did finish second in the AL Central.
So that means they're going to keep playing.
I don't know.
Okay. Here's what's coming up.
This weekend's Big D's Pizza Racing Menu.
Take that off here. Not much as far as choices. You got Sandusky Speedway. Big weekend there. It's Cavalcade weekend. Friday night, it's going to be open practice from noon until dark. Saturday, Oakshade Raceway, as we've been talking about. It's the Showdown Series. First time ever. First time this has been a series. This started off last year as a one-off event at Fremont, pitting the super stocks and the trucks.
Well.
Yeah, they had 48 cars.
Right.
So... yeah, and guess what how many is probably going to be for next week?
How many cars total?
How many at Fremont on Friday, probably.
Okay.
That might be. That's just thinking ahead for next week's show. Or next Thursday show, I should say.
I like the ones with some math involved.
Do you?
Yeah.
We could
we'll
figure something
out. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So Showdown Series at Oakshade, topless night for late models, sportsmen, super stocks, and trucks. It's optional. Gates open at 3, racing at 7 p.m. Again, once the gates open at 3, the pits will be open for everyone until 4:15. And we'll be broadcasting live starting at 3. We'll probably do some news and stuff and then try and reel in the drivers as they're coming through the gates there. And, you know, fans, we'll talk to fans too. Why not?
Fremont next week. How many cars total between the late models and the
Showdown
Series?
I like that.
Yeah, because the late models, boy, that one's a crapshoot. I don't have a feel for that at all.
Well, then that's what it is. We already have the how many for our next show. So, yeah, $14 general admission at Oakshade. Final race of the year, Saturday night. Get there early. Again, gates open at 3. That's when we start doing our 300th episode. Sandusky Speedway, Saturday night. Cavalcade weekend, Ohio Wheelman Modified and Super Stock Series will be in action. Pure Stocks, Renegades, All-American Iron, the National Compact Touring Series, OSS Super Modifieds, and Beginner Stock. I think they probably could have put a couple more classes in there.
Oh, yeah. They're short of a dozen.
Gates open at 1, but racing doesn't start until 7 o'clock p.m. at Sandusky. General admission just $15 for all of that on Saturday. And then Sunday.
That's not $15.
It's they're going to be running the features on Sunday there, finishing off Cavalcade weekend with the Ohio Wheelman Series, $5,000 to win. Josh Neff Memorial Ohio Wheelman Super Stocks, $5,000 to win there. Pure Stock Showdown, $1,000 to win for that. Renegades, All American Iron, and Beginner Stock features as well. Gates open at noon on Sunday, with racing at 2 o'clock. General admission still $20. Not bad.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, absolutely. Sandusky Speedway, probably the best value in racing.
It is
in this area. So pretty cool stuff there. Other series action this weekend: Lucas Oil 8 Model Dirt Series, Great Lakes 50 at Raceway 7 in Conneaut. That's going to be tomorrow night, Friday night. And then the 35th annual Pittsburgher at Pittsburgh, PA Motor Speedway on Saturday night. The World of Outlaw Case Construction Equipment Late Model Series will be at Atomic Speedway Friday and Saturday for the Outlaw Invasion. The World of Outlaw Now Energy Drink Sprint Car Series will be running the Champion Racing Oil National Open at Williams Grove Speedway in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania on Friday and Saturday. ARCA Menard Series, it's the Atlas 200 at Salem Speedway in Salem, Indiana. That'll be Saturday at 4 o'clock on FS2. NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series will be running the Love's RV Stop 250 at Talladega. That's Saturday, 1 p.m. on FS1. NASCAR Cup Series Yellowwood 500 at Talladega Super Speedway. That'll be Sunday, 2 o'clock on NBC. And then looking ahead to next week, on Tuesday, it's the High Limit Sprint Car Series at Bridgeport Motorsports Park in New Jersey. That'll be Tuesday night. And I don't,
I really don't think that Talladega should be part of the...
Why not? Why not?
That one, just too many things can happen that the racers can't control.
That's what makes it exciting. The unknowns.
Yeah.
Weekend weather pit stop, Ron?
Yes, sir.
Be
at a racetrack somewhere this weekend. If you're in the Midwest, it's going to be nice.
It'll be the opposite of what it has been the past couple days.
Yes, sir. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday going to be great.
There you go. That's going to do it for the abbreviated half edition of the Hammer Down Racing Report. See if anything's going on here. Tigers are not in the playoffs. Not even close, unfortunately.
Yeah. I hope that I hope that they don't mess with their roster over the winter like they always do, because they've got a great thing going right now. They've got some great pitchers coming up. The offense is wonderful.
That's what's going on in my head right now when you talk baseball.
Keep going, Tigers.
Okay, back to where we were. Thanks to associate producer Dave Kemmer, contributors John Young, Matt Swander, Bob Stazak. Make sure to like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at Hammer Report, or X, whatever we're calling it these days. Follow us on YouTube. Listen to us on your favorite podcasting platform, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, whatever. Check out HammerdownRacingReport.com for pretty much anything you need to know. It's on there. Rate and review us. Share us with your friends. Thanks to our sponsors, DCR Graphics, Dominator Race Products, Oakshade Raceway, Ron Miller Race Cars, Kester's Haunted Woods. And, we'll see everybody, hopefully, on Saturday at 3 p.m.
Please.
It'll be interesting.
Don't make us spend an hour and a half talking to each other.
Yes, we just spent a half hour just talking to each other. Also, don't forget, call the Hammer Down hotline, 419-318-3081. Let us know what your favorite moments have been from the Hammer Down Racing Report.
Half hour, Scott. That's where our first show was.
That's right.
We struggled.
We did. We're out. We'll see you Saturday.
Goodbye, all.
3 o'clock. Bye.
You have been listening to the Hammer Down Racing Report, available on demand on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting platform.